Okay, guys. So far you guys have seen, how to get your podcast started on the online stuff. So, podcast hosting, your website, and stuff like that. But like I said, we're in the section now to talk about the meat of your podcast, which is actually recording it. So the first thing you're going to need is equipments, right? So you're going to need certain type of equipments to get started to record. Now, again, I'm not going to ask you to spend thousands of dollars out there, and there's no reason for you to spend thousands of dollars, okay? So the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I use on a daily basis. So if you've heard my podcast or a lot of podcasts out there, this is the microphone they're going to be using. And this is this one, and it's called the Blue Yeti microphone. And, this is not going to cost you that much. If you go online, I'm pretty sure you can find it for around like $130, $150. But this microphone is really great because not only does it, catch just sound from me talking to here, but if someone is sitting in front, in the back, or sides, anywhere, it'll catch the sound. It has different knobs and tools for you to actually kind of mess around with to get the perfect sound for you. But the best part about this is you don't need any other equipment after you get this microphone. All you have to do is, let me show you. All you have to do is take this USB right here and plug it into your computer, okay? So that's mic number one, and I highly recommend getting this mic because I think if you get it, you won't have to really upgrade to anything else. Now, if you don't have $150 or $130 or whatever the price of this is right now, some places you can get it for $80, so just keep that in mind. But if you don't have the price for this mic, then what you can get is something like this. Now, again, same thing with that other mic. It is a USB mic. As you can tell right here, it's a USB mic. But this is going to cost you about $20 on Amazon. Okay, so if you go look on Amazon for USB mics, you will see, something like this. It's going to cost you about $20. It's going to come just like this. Again, you don't need anything else. Just plug this into your computer and you're ready to go. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is my phone. So, people might be like, well, why do you need your phone? Well, if you already have an iPhone or a Samsung, top of the line, you already spent $800, $900 to even some people are spending $1,200 on their phones these days. And so I don't want you to spend any more money, right? You already have spent the money. So the cool thing is, with a lot of phones today, they come in with a built-in recording application that allows you to record and sounds really good. And so those are my three mics that I would kind of stick with when you're starting out. Of course, you can get into the professional end with a mixer and all this stuff, but let's not complicate things, guys. At the end of this course, you should be ready to start recording your podcast, right? And I've done a little trick in this course. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've recorded on this mic, and this mic on different modules. So if you can go back and check it out, let me know if you can see that. But I'm going to go ahead and test these mics as well on this module so you can see. Now, the next thing you'll need is a pair of headphones, okay? This is not really recommended, but I would say it is helpful. First couple times when you plug in the headphone and you hit record and you're kind of hearing your own voice, it feels a little weird. I'll admit that. But after a while, I think you'll get really used to it and you'll be able to, just have these on, and it helps you not just hear you, but if you have a co-host, helps you hear them and just kind of makes sounds a little bit clearer for you. Okay, so it really helps with the recording thing. And now the next thing you're gonna need is a laptop, okay? So I have a MacBook here, and I love having a MacBook because it comes with a lot of pre-installed softwares for free. Well, technically it's not free because, it does cost you about $2,000 to get one of these. But if you already have one, then that's even better, right? But if you can't afford a MacBook, then any other computer will work as long as it has a USB for you to plug in. And then as long as it has like a headphone jack if your mic doesn't come with a headphone jack, okay? So as long as it has those two things, you will be solid. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to testing all these 3 mics and even the computer mic, so you can see, where's the difference, which one will work for you, what you think is the best, okay? So let's switch to that now. Okay, so this is the Blue Yeti mic test. So this is the mic that costs about $130 to $150. There are a few places that you can get it for around $80, but just look online. It's a great microphone, gives you a lot of options, and also helps if you have a co-host. If you have 2 people, you don't need 2 microphones. You can just get this one and it works perfectly fine. So this is the test of how that microphone sounds. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to my podcast. Okay, guys, so this is microphone number 2, which is the less expensive microphone, and it's going to cost you about $20, maybe even a little bit cheaper than that, but it's going to be around that $20 to $30 range. And this is any of those microphones around that price range, and you can really find a lot of them on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look there. But here is a test of this microphone. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to my podcast. Now I am recording on my phone. So this is a recording on my phone, which is an iPhone, and I'm recording with the application that is installed, that comes installed when I buy the phone. And with today's technology, almost all phones have this, and it's a pretty good sound. I'm not gonna lie, it will pick up sound all around you. So it might not, be the best when it comes to a lot of sounds on the outside, like background noise and stuff like that. But if you're in a nice room where it's quiet, there's nothing happening in there other than you talking and maybe your co-host talking, this is a great microphone to have. So here's the test of the pre-installed voice recording app on your phone. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to my podcast. Now, this is the last test that I'm doing, and this is with the built-in microphone on my computer. Now, everyone's computer is going to have a different type of microphone that is built in, so you need to go ahead and, kind of test it out and see if it works. So I'm on a MacBook Pro 2017 version, so it has a really good sound or a microphone already installed in there. And if you have noticed, some of the other modules, I've used all different types of microphones that I showed you in this module. So if you go back and you kind of listen to it, I think you can kind of tell. But here is the test of the internal microphone installed on my computer. Welcome to my podcast. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, so I hope that microphone test has kind of helped you guys figure out what microphone may work or may not work for you. Now, I want to give you a couple tips when it comes to actually recording with any type of microphones, okay? So for me, I am a mouth breather. So that means I breathe in and out from my mouth more than I do from my nose. Some of you may be like that. If that's the case, then you need to remember to kind of, distance yourself a little bit from the mic. If you're this close and you're not talking, what's going to happen is you're going to breathe in and out into the microphone, okay? So that might happen. Another thing is be careful when you pronounce words with P or R. Now, there is ways in your recording software or even on your microphone where you can actually, help with that, because it's going to sound like it's popping when you pronounce those words. And if you go like people, it might come out like it's popping or something. Or you can use like a wind protector or something like that you see on this microphone. So, those are 2 tips. And then the last one would be is to record in an area with no windows. So as you can see, I have windows in the back. This would not be a good area, but I am also 10 feet up in the air. So I'm in a building that's 10 feet tall, and that's where I'm at. So, the background noise is controlled a little bit, but not as much as if it would be if, you were in a complete room without any windows. So remember that will eliminate a lot of the background noise. A second thing is make sure when you're recording that you're not in a room with a lot of echoes, okay? So a way to kind of control the echoes is to have, maybe like a lot of pillows or blankets just laid around in the room, or be in a room with, close walls so it doesn't have a lot of walls. Like a closet. A closet is a great place to record. I'm not saying go record in your closet, but just giving you an example of some of the good places to record. And then the second thing is, when you are recording, make sure that you don't have like kids running around or people in the room next to you making more noises or anything like that, because sometimes that can pick up on your microphone. Of course, if you have a $400, $500 mic, a lot of the background noise can be eliminated, but still it's not going to be, okay? So you need to make sure that you follow some of those tips. And hopefully in this module, you learned a lot about what type of microphone you need. Now in the next module, I'm gonna actually show you what softwares that you need on your laptop in order to start recording.
Hey, you've been watching. This is not connected, but hey, thank you for watching this video. We appreciate you and for giving us time. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it and hit that subscribe button so we can turn you into the #1 podcaster the planet Earth has ever seen. Hey, did you know we have a Facebook group? It's on the description, and I'll see you on there. You've been watching Podmio.